Right, here we go. On with another video. Oh, we're on with another video. Um, I received a email, not an email, but a message on my YouTube channel. And this person proceeds to tell me who is my God. This is not something that I can explain by messaging and texting because everything would get misunderstood or this person would not understand the things that I'm saying. So I feel that it's best that I do this by video. Now, I don't run around and tell everybody who they should follow and who they shouldn't follow, who they should believe in and who they should believe in. That's not my job. I'm not here for that. I was not put on this earth for that. Now, we all, when um, we all evolve. We all are learning. We all our paths are being changed daily, and how we perceive our growth is how our videos are dictated. And I want to clear something up because he showed a video and I said the Almighty, and like I said, this was maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe. And this is when I just got um, out of Satan's kingdom. This is when I first started my YouTube channel, and we we evolved since then. We've changed. Things have been shown to us a little differently. And when I mentioned in my video about El Dayil, One Power, One Nation, um, when I said about a calf, it's really not a calf. It was a black lamb. And I want to rectify what I said because it is not a calf. It's a lambkin, is what it's called. It's a baby lamb. And not knowing the difference and learning the difference and knowing what's what, what's not, what's this, what's that. Because when you say calf, you say Baal. And I didn't mean to say Baal. I didn't mean to say calf. I meant to say lamb, a black lamb, a lambkin, unblemished. So this is what I meant to say. And when I said that I contacted him and I told him that I seen a black lamb in my vision, and I never received a response back. And this was the time before I went to Satan's kingdom when I received this. And then my ex asked me if I was Jesus. And I said no. But they're not really knowing what I was saying. But the moral of that story was is that when I needed an answer, the answer was given. But it was given by One Power, One Nation. When I asked the Holy Spirit, what does it mean? Why did I see a baby black lamb, a lambkin? Why did I see that in my vision? Like I said in my other video, 1 week later, and I didn't go looking for it, he just popped up on my feed and I'm listening to him, and he said Jesus was a black lamb. So I just want to reiterate that, you know, and the same thing as in when I said about the woman that I was doing healing work on. Healing work doesn't mean black magic. Healing work doesn't mean um, you doing something wrong to someone. Now, I've had many dreams of doing exorcisms, even vanquishing a demon from the third physical realm. Like I said, we all evolved. In the time that I dispersed this demonic entity from the third physical realm was when I was in Satan's kingdom. This channel is not up for debate. That is not what this channel is about. This channel is about spirituality. This channel is about people learning who I am and why I was sent here. This channel is about a community. It's about coming together as a community and learning. This is not a channel to force anything down anyone's throat. These are my spiritual experiences. I can really, I don't want to say that because that's how I got a lot of my information. It's through the Bible. And if you have the power of discernment, then you can discern what's true and what's not. And I've already been told what to study in that Bible. I've already been told what the study in that Bible. So what I was already told. I'm sorry, I said this is the third time. And that's what I was told to study. So I felt that this was best that I get on and do a video because I don't want this person to believe that I'm being rude or being, disrespectful or anything like that, because I'm trying to show the utmost respect. But at the same time, I've had many people message me, like one person say, Jesus is white, right? It's like, huh? When does color come into this? So I'm not looking for, I'm not saying pick up your cross and follow me. That's not my job. My job is to tell you to prepare for what's about to come. That is my job. And my job was to open the book of seals. That is it. And also seal the 12 tribes. So, as so far as who is my God, I don't know how to answer that. Because that's not the terminology that it likes to be called. It doesn't like to be called the Almighty, which I found that out. It doesn't like to be called God, as I found that out. It likes to be called the Holy Spirit. How everyone communicates with this being and how it sees its way of communicating with you and how it wants you to titleize it is your prerogative. It's not mine. You know, calling it the Father, if that's what you want to do, so be it. If you want to call it, the Holy Spirit, so be it. If you want to call it Almighty, I'm not trying to tell you how to call this entity or being, because that's not my expertise, and I'm not here to push off what I believe on anyone. I'm here to speak about who I am and why I'm here and why I was sent here. And I'm not begging anyone to follow me. Like I said, I'm not telling you to pick up your cross and follow me. Because symbolism is something that I try to stay away from as much as possible, because you don't know who and what symbol you may be housing, because it could be Baphomet, it could be Baal. That's who you could be housing in what symbol. I don't deal with symbols anymore. If you noticed what was back there behind me when I had the black shirt up with the 4 on it and the C and the Ankh hanging from it, you can see that it's no longer with me. These are symbols that you have no idea who you are promoting or who you are supporting or who you are claiming that you may be. We all change, we all evolve. We don't all stay the same. Some of us stay in a loop and continue going in that circle and not ever taking a different route. Take the same route to work and come back home the same route, but you don't ever venture out and take a different route. That's the same as people. People do not want to go into the Apocrypha. They want to continue to stick in the Bible. They don't want to venture outside the Bible. There is breadcrumbs everywhere. There is a little lie and a little bit of truth in everything. But where there's a lie, there's the truth. So I don't know how much more I can tell you. I'm not asking for anyone to follow me. I'm not asking anyone to pick up their crucifixion or their, I'm not doing that. You're more than welcome to watch someone else. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean as if you cannot handle the things that I'm saying. I know you said be careful. Be careful of who? Be careful of what? Be careful of the spiritual community. Be careful of the person you believe in. Who am I being careful of? Because I'm respectful to every race, every nationality, well, I said this twice, but I'm respectful to every religion, because I don't judge. I'm not saying what's false and what's real and what's not. I only know what happens with me spiritually. That's all I know. Is what happened with me spiritually. Everything else is like water under the bridge. I hear, I don't respond, but in this case, I have to because I don't want my email to come off or messaging to come off in a wrong way. So I'm trying to get you to understand that this is not the channel for debate. This is not a channel to who's right and who's wrong. This channel is for all people of all nationalities, all races, all beliefs, because there's truths in everything and there's lies in everything. But it's up to you having the power of discernment on what is true and what is not. And if the Holy Spirit, or if you call it the Father, if you know, that's how it communicates with you. But the Holy Spirit communicates in how it knows that you will understand. That's just how it works, you know, because you think the Holy Spirit going to come to someone over in China and communicate with that person exactly like it communicate with you? No, it communicates with you and what you know and how you view things and how you see things. That's how it communicates with you. The Holy Spirit let me know it's here with me. It's just the same as in the baby lion. When it sits next to me on the left side, you may not physically can see it. I may not physically can see it, but I've seen it in my drawings showing up without me even putting it there in the shadows. So I know that it's here. I've seen the shadow out of, well, I have seen it actually. I've seen the shadow of it out the corner of my left eye in Satan's kingdom. So everything is shown to us in a way that it can be to where we can absorb it and understand it. Because a lot of people are different. We all come from different areas, different beliefs, different backgrounds. So the Holy Spirit communicates how it needs to in order for you to understand what it's trying to show you and what it's trying to tell you. So I hope I answered your question. And, I mean, I don't know any other way of doing it or speaking it to you where you can understand the things that I'm saying. I'm not here to, this is not a debate, a war, or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know what your connection with me is. I don't know what are you trying to find out? What are you looking for? And like I said, we all evolve, we all change. We don't stay the same. Energy is always moving, energy is always changing. Always. And it's always upgrading. It's not. It's evolving, not devolving. So, and then at the time that I was in Satan's kingdom, that was a different paradigm. That was a different shift. And then when I get out, I still have some of the same old stuff, which I threw a lot of that stuff away. A lot of it, all of it, actually, all of it I threw away, to be honest. I threw all of it away. I only kept my wand when I do energy work. But other than that, everything is gone. Everything that I had. If you notice, the chains have changed. The Ankh is no longer with me. Everything changed. Nothing is the same because this is a different time. At that time, before I went in Satan's kingdom, this is what I had. These are the things that I had on me. These are the things that I was wearing. But since there's a new shift, new paradigm, new this, new that, everything is gone. Just the same as the silver Ankh I had, I threw that away as well because I don't have a problem throwing away things that cost and things that are representing an entity that I may not want to represent. And the Ankh represents the calf, or it represents the cow, but the cow also represents Baal, or if you want to call it a bull. What's the difference? I don't know. But it also is a big um, what's the word I'm trying to use? It's a symbol. It's where Africa, they worship the cow. They put the cow on a pedestal. This is what I've heard. How true that is, I don't know, but I do know that that symbol symbolizes the cow. But I also heard that it's also the eye of Hathor, or I can't remember the person. It's supposed to be a woman, but it's the eye of Ra. Don't quote me on it, but this is what I heard. This is bits and pieces of seeing things here and there. How true it is, I don't know. But I try to stay away from symbolism as much as possible. As much as possible. But I don't know how much more I can say on what I believe. And what I believe, I've been explaining it and I've been saying it on my videos, what I believe. And it's what's been shown to me. That's it. I mean, I can't go any more than that. Jesus wasn't my time. Moses wasn't my time. Mark, Luke, and John wasn't my time. But I know these beings are all speaking to different people. They're not speaking to the same being. Because in the Bible it speaks that there's many gods. There's many. So they're all speaking to some being, but not the same being, because it's all in different times. They're not all in the same times. Even Noah or Ziusudra. So I don't know. What else must I say? I can only go by my spiritual experience and what the Holy Spirit is showing me. That's it. that's it. I can only prepare you. And I'm basically telling a lot of people to get their stuff together because the time is close. It's really close. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not here to tell you to come with the Holy Spirit or give your life to the Holy Spirit, give your life to Jesus. That's not my job. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, only to get your life in order, get your life to, as it should be. Learn how to live it, learn how to forgive, let live, let go. That is my main objective. Second objective is my book, you know, and, you know, well, both books actually, because one is drawings and you can see the work in the background. You can see things that I can't even explain that is there in the pictures. So, and I did this when I was in Satan's Kingdom. I've written this book and I drew these pictures in Satan's Kingdom. I maybe drew 2 pictures outside of Satan's Kingdom since I've been out. And activity in those pictures, not as much, but very strongly when I was in Satan's Kingdom. So I don't know how much more to say. I'm only going by what's being shown to me. And I'm here to tell you who I am and why I'm sitting here and to warn you of what's about to come. And like I said in my other video, in my dream before I went in Satan's Kingdom, I saw 2 separate dreams of tsunamis, and they were about 40-foot high waves in each dream. Now, this last dream was this year of February, second day of February. I had that when I had that dream, the dream this year. When I had that dream in 2018, that was the 2 small tsunamis. Now, this one is a massive tsunami, and it is at least 90 to 100 feet high. So this tsunami is massive. So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. This is why I'm preparing you. This is why I was sent here, was to prepare you to get you ready, because that tsunami is the pale white horse. Waves, I tend to, I don't know what's going on with this phone. Waves are meant to knock things out completely. That's what they're for. They're here to wipe things out completely. So waves mean, the tsunamis mean massive calamity. That means extremely major cleansing is what that means. So you all can take it for what it's worth. I'm not telling you to, like I said, pick up your cross and follow me. That's not my job. That is not my job. It's to tell you to pick up your cross and go with me. That's not it. I'm figuring that this is not. For some reason, when I play that Pacific one, there's always an interruption for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason, that one shuts off on me. But this is not a pick up your cross, please. Believe me. I'm not here to do that. I'm only sent here to warn, to let you guys know what's coming and what's about to happen. That is why I was sent here. But otherwise, open the books, open the seals, the book of seals, or if you want to call it the scroll of seals, the seven seals, and seal the 12 tribes. And I've done those jobs, except for the reading of the book. And I'm quite sure that time is coming because I've already been told that it is coming. I guess we can keep that. So, how much more can I say? I don't know. I probably can say a lot more. I probably could, which I don't mind talking, but I'm talking to myself basically, pretty much. But yeah, about the baby lambkin and about Eldayu, One Power, One Nation. And then there was when I said I was doing healing work on this woman, and I said I was pulling this energy. The woman was fidgeting, she was moving, she was doing all kinds of stuff. So that was something attached to her. But she got sweaty, she got climby. I asked my ex false flame to go and see if she was okay. And she came back and told me she's in there throwing up. I didn't understand what was going on. Why was this happening? And whenever I questioned something, the Holy Spirit would send something to it would send it to me, or if you want to call it the Father, it would send it to me through YouTube. And again, went right back to El Dail, went right back to One Power, One Nation. And 1 week later, his video comes up again, and I didn't go looking for it. The Holy Spirit just showed it to me. And he was preaching about this woman that was listening to him preach. She said she got sweaty, she got climby, she got hot. She didn't feel well. She went to the bathroom, she went to go throw up. And then she said, she told him maybe it was something that I ate. He said, no, baby, that's the Holy Spirit trying to drive that demon up out of you. This room, or this, what do they call it, lobby, maybe a quarter of a football field. That's how big this place is. The building, maybe a quarter of a football field. That's about how far the woman stayed away from me. She was all the way over by the front door, and I'm all the way over on the other end where the elevators where you get to go up. That's how far away she was from me, watching me as I'm doing energy work, healing work on people. See, people think that we're just here. You think it's just about this thing right here? You think it's just about this? You think that this is what it's all about? It's more than this. It's more than this. A lot more than this. You have to work on your own light body, your own spirit. You think it's just, what do you think you're breathing? You think you're just breathing AI, particles, don't know, but you're breathing the breath of life. When they in church, they say a moment of silence. Moment of silence mean meditation, mean going within. You think just because because you have this is all? No, you have to work on your own body, your own light body, your own inner body, your own being. It's not just about the Bible. It's not about just about Apocrypha and all these other books. It's about yourself as well, your inner being, the light being that is within you. You think that it's just about who you're following and who's your God. No. And the inner effect is about you and what you believe and how you feel, how it makes you feel. What do you resonate with? What aligns with you? What's being shown to you? No one can tell you what to believe and who to believe in and who you must believe in. When the time comes, the Holy Spirit will put it in you. Will put itself in your path so you can see. I think it says something about if any man I will come knock, I will knock at the door. If any man shall hear me, I shall come into thee. That means the Holy Spirit shall come into you, inward, in your body. I will sup with him and he will sup with me. That means inner workings. Doesn't necessarily, there's meditation and there's vibrational frequency meditation. You have to discern the difference because that's your light body that you have to work on. It's not just about this. You can have this all you want, but what about the light body within you? Now, it doesn't get charged just by this. It gets charged by you going out there on the earth and standing on the earth. You have to work on your light body. Because after a while, it becomes a crystalline body. So that's on your frequency, your vibrational frequency. It's not just about this. It's more, it extends way past this. It extends way, way past that. And if you're not aligning and your frequency is not aligned with the Holy Spirit, you're just reading jargon and not getting communication and not having an understanding and overstanding of what you're reading and what you're seeing. Because there are many people out there just reading the Bible, and there's a lot of preachers that's doing it too. But what are you really, really seeing? What are you seeing in your life? What are you seeing that the Holy Spirit is showing you? How are you being communicated to? A lot of people are just faking it and not real about what they're speaking and saying because they're just reading something and not seeing the actions. I'm seeing the actions. I'm seeing what's being shown to me, and I'm not well versed in the Bible. I just started reading the Bible in 2019. And I don't remember half the stuff in there because I can't say it verbatim. Again, and being dyslexic. So, like I said, the Holy Spirit has a way of communicating with people in a different way. I don't care how much you quote the Bible, I don't care how much you do this, you do that. If your body and your spirit is not aligned with the Holy Spirit and is not in line in vibration wise, frequency wise, you can read till you turn blind. That doesn't mean anything. If you don't get out there on that earth, if you don't meditate, if you don't go within, you're spinning your wheels. You can tell me something about history, about wasn't my time, whether this person is real or not. You can tell me that till you turn blue in the face. But I know what's being shown to me. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody about what they believe and what they want to do and what they want to follow. It's not my job to say anything. My job is to say, get ready. My job is to let you know there is another tsunami coming. And it's a massive one. Like I said, 2018, I went in to Satan's kingdom. While I was in Satan's kingdom, those two tsunamis hit. And that was that disease that was let loose and that big freeze that happened. And that freeze was because of me. That freeze was because I sealed the 12 tribes. Notice it only hit the United States. So I'm trying to tell you is that I only go by what's being shown to me. And I'm not telling anyone to pick up their cross and crucifixion and follow me. Again, symbolism. So, whatever you believe is on you. Whatever's being shown to you is for you, not for anyone else. What's being shown to me, I'm supposed to do what I'm doing right now, speaking about. I'm supposed to forewarn you what's going on, what's about to happen, what's supposed to come, what's about to come. And that pale white horse is on his way. Again. The other three, they're constantly, they don't stop. That's what all the stuff that's going on around the world right now today. They're not stopping. There is food shortages. There is platelets moving in the ocean. There is earthquakes, mudslides. There is flooding. There is people fighting. There are people doing crazy things. Red horse, black horse, food, black horse, red horse, death. People killing each other. And it's ramping up. So these three horses are constantly running, but it's sporadic. It's all over the place. But when the pale white horse comes, it wipes out an entire continent. You get what I'm saying? When the pale white horse came the first time, it wiped out, it went all the way around the world. And then it just went directly here because of what I did in the United States. So I don't know what you believe or what you're being told. That's on you to interpret it how you want to interpret it. But I'm telling you, this pale white horse is coming back around again. And this time it's going to be massive. You can believe me or not. That's on you. But I'm telling you what's coming. And that's why I'm sent here. Is to warn you and to tell you to get your houses in order. Learn how to forgive and let live and let go. Learn how to love each other. Is if you learn how to love each other like you love yourself. If you're selfish and loving yourself, share that same love with someone else that exact same way. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying pick up your crucifixion and follow me. No, I'm not. That's not my job. I'm not here to tell you, oh, well, basically, yeah, get your life right, get your life together, but do the right thing. Be upright, is basically what I'm saying. Be upright, stand upright, be righteous, be faithful to what you believe in. And if whatever you believe in, don't let anyone detour you on what you believe. If it's what's being shown to you, do not let anyone detour you on what you believe. Because I'm not going to let anyone detour me. I'm not going to let anyone tell me anything different because I know what I see. I know what's been shown to me, and I know what the Holy Spirit brought me out of Satan's kingdom, brought me out of Sodom and Gomorrah. And if you don't know what Sodom and Gomorrah is, that means everything's happening under the sun. And there's nothing that's not being seen by the sun. It brought me out of a very, very dangerous situation that could have definitely took me off this planet. So I don't want to hear someone come and telling me about what I should and should not believe in and who is my God. Because I don't serve anyone. I give gratitude. I give my Khalils. I acknowledge it. Just as you will soon acknowledge me. From what the Holy Spirit's shown me, you will. I'm like the one they call Neil. And this is just not to be boasting or bragging and thinking I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. I'm not better than anyone. But I just know what I've been shown. I just know what's coming. I just know that that pale horse is on his way. You know if you're safe. I'm not worried about the pale white horse. I'm not worried about the D word. At that point, my job is done and I'm no longer here. We are here. Exciting times. The age of Aquarius. At the age when Yeshua was here, it was the age of Pisces. And that was terrible times. Just to go from Pisces over into Aquarius, to be here for that moment to switch over, it's an exciting time. I don't know how much more I can say. I know I said that for the third time. was steady coming up with more and more stuff. I wanted to get on here and do this video before my roommate wakes up because I had to get up out of my sleep, which no problem, but I didn't do all my normal ritual, my normal routine of what I normally do. Or I was going to say normal ritual, but my normal daily thing that I do, do my herbs and drink my herbs and stuff and comb my hair, I brush my teeth and wash my face, but that's about it. I get to do everything else, which I am going to do as soon as I get done with this, but I had to get on here right away to do this. Because sometimes I would be thinking of what I need to say and do this and do that and go through all my morning ritual, and by the time I get to this camera, it's all gone. And it's the most powerful when you very first wake up, is when it's the most powerful, when everything is like boom, 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 right there. And you can speak what you want to speak. Sometimes I just really don't like doing that. But in this case, this instant, I had to do it. Because, like I said, this channel is not up for debate. It's not up for telling who to believe what to believe, and who you should follow. And, it's not for that. But I'm going to leave this here. I got other things that I need to get done. I would say, like I said before, love each other like you love yourselves. Learn to live and learn to live. Learn to forgive, live and let go. I would say, till next time, take care. Thank you for listening. Oh yes, old subscribers, new subscribers, thank you for being here. Thank you for the communication. One person that, more than one person. So, OWL, I believe it is. This is the man I was talking about. Go and check him out. He is very amazing with his words and what he writes. I think it's called, OWL. Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's the name of it. I want to say it is, but I can make sure because the music gonna go off. Let's see. And so I'll show you exactly what his page looks like, so then you'll know exactly which one it is. I believe he's an Englishman, but I'm not sure. Come on. What's going on? Man. These sunbursts really doing a number on me. Here we go. Yeah, OWL. It's this person right here. That's him. So if you go and look him up, you'll find him. He's really good. So, again, thank you for listening, watching, responding, communicating, all these good things. Till next time, bye for now. Messiah.